Let's go.
Time.
Marquis, you and Lady Grain take that entrance. I'll go through this one and sweep for any remaining escapees.
Oui, monsieur. Sir.
And of course I'm out of bolts.
Air command to all knights in the vicinity of Mayfair. The Metropolitan Police has finished cordoning off the affected areas. Sentinels are continuing their overhead sweeping to the escape stations.
Acknowledge. Galahad, are you making any headway?
I'm in the generator room.
Lafayette and I have decided to split our search.
Oui, mademoiselle. But I have not met any resistance yet.
I had a feeling I'd beat you here. Remember, youth always prevails.
Everyone, one of our escapees is a half-breed. Make that more than one.
Mademoiselle, are you near his location?
My route is blocked. It may take me some time to reach you. Confirm mark on my side.
See, this is the part of the game where I would just put the controller down, be like, fuck it, I'm out. Because I'm such a little bitch. This is why I haven't beaten games like The Evil Within yet.
Confirm mark on my side.
I'll buy Silent Hill, but I'll just never unwrap it. Like, it's too scary to even open. What the shit?
Monsieur?
What happened?
I slew most of them. The last one got away. Igraine, I need your arc gun. I'll head up to street level and keep after him. You two go that way and head him off.
Understood.
I thought they only came out at night, werewolves.
I don't know. If I was in 18th century London and a fucking werewolf came out, I'd probably shit myself.
Keep us safe. We need to
I'd
press
shit
forward.
myself if I was in London and it was 2015 and a werewolf came out at me. There doesn't even have to be a werewolf. I would just try to poop my pants for no reason because I can't control my bowels. I have IBS.
Everyone all right?
Yes.
Percival, we've neutralized the threat on our side.
Good. I managed to capture one of the half-breeds. Rendezvous back at Regent.
Acknowledge. Let's go.
Sir, what should we do with him?
Westminster to the catacombs. We'll deal with him later.
Ah, Sir Percival. I thought the Order of Her Majesty's Royal Knights might be mixed up in this affray.
We had reason to suspect a rebel incursion, Commissioner.
An elementary conjecture. In that event, perhaps this might be of interest.
Watcher.
Purely circumstantial, of course.
I call it evidence.
Well, circumstantial evidence can be a tricky animal, my dear Sir Percival. You may think it is pointing at one thing, but shift your point of view slightly and you may find it pointing in an equally uncompromising manner at something entirely different.
Please, indulge me with your musings, Commissioner.
Well, first the rebellion, and then this Jack, and the Ripper murders. And then this. Strange, don't you think, that Whitechapel has become the epicenter of our recent conundrums? We must examine every clue now, you see?
We meet in council 2 days hence. If you would do us the honor of presenting your findings.
You can expect me at Westminster.
Over here, sir.
Do excuse me.
Where have you been?
So are they saying like Jack the Ripper was a werewolf?
General, what of the other half-breeds that escaped through Hyde Park? We must pursue them.
No.
Notre devoir est de les poursuivre, monsieur.
Is that how he did all this killing?
Votre témérité sera requise par un moment opportun.
Oui, mon général. I will be
Sir
governed by your
Percival.
advice.
I'm sure you will appreciate that for the time being, this must remain a police matter.
I don't know if you remember, but wasn't there like an episode of Seinfeld where Jerry didn't want to go down the street because of like a Jack the Ripper type
The
killer?
blood in Whitechapel is known to give safe harbor to the rebellion.
Precisely.
I don't know. I never watched Seinfeld.
Why would so many half-breeds be found in
No.
Some things we need to find out for ourselves.
You heard Commissioner Doyle. It's a
Then we
police
can't do this
investigation.
Let's Play anymore.
Knights
I
do not
just
relinquish
I
their
can't talk to
authority
you
to
anymore.
bureaucrats.
This should be brought before the council.
I'm gonna go watch the slap now.
Centuries have passed, but our order has remained steadfast in its sacred mission to preserve the balance between man and half-breed. Such was the quest of our founder, King Arthur. May his name be forever resplendent.
Is it true?
That's
Did
a
Lord
fucking
Chancellor
dumb
fight by
joke.
Today, that balance is threatened with grave upset by a new contention.
I'm sorry for those who are watching this. It's
As
just
long as its campaign
It's a running joke with us that fucking slaps white people problem.
The plague of lichen
Hashtag
infestation
white people
that has
problem. Let's get
infected
that
our
trending.
city will only grow more intolerable.
Well, the Lord
Yeah.
Chancellor will thus agree to the urgency of a mission into Whitechapel.
Whitechapel is a matter for the civil authorities.
When the noble Arthur sought to contest for truage with the Roman Emperor Lucius, he did not trouble himself with issues of jurisdiction.
Do not presume to quote history to me, Sir Percival. I've seen more of history than you shall ever know.
I was there at the beginning of
My
time.
minds here assembled that the threat
Brian
to this
Williams
order
was there.
comes not only from without, but within.
That's when I
Stand
killed Jack the Ripper.
together.
He
Lest
turned
our
into a
ranks
werewolf,
be
came at
poisoned
me,
by those
and I
killing
saved
him,
him.
and he just keeps coming back.
Sacred. No one is immune from the rebels' influence.
Surely the Lord Chancellor does not mean to question Sir Percival's loyalty.
This order has long appreciated Sir Percival's counsel, but the current disruption calls for caution and concerted effort, not rash action.
Sir Percival has cause, Lord Chancellor. The situation in Whitechapel may need to be addressed.
Does Lord Darwin speak with the blessing of the peers? Lord Hastings, Lord Dunglass.
He does, Lord Chancellor. Perhaps the question should be put to the Council.
Very well. What says the order of Her Majesty's Royal Knights in the matter of Whitechapel? Aye or nay?
Nay.
The nays have it. This council is dismissed.
Our order grows too prudent, Grayson. We wither away from this inaction.
Leave it, Sebastian.
Caution be damned.
Sir Percival is most agitated.
You should learn it is best not to cross him when his mind is set on something.
What do you make of
Can I get by you guys? Okay, no, you're just gonna be assholes? Okay.
How rude. Well, you can't get through. We must talk about our white people problem.
Miss Lady Egwene, who are you to question the council's wisdom?
Yes.
And Princess Daddy Issues getting chewed out by her daddy.
Do you believe the evidence enough to warrant our... Galahad will deal with this in due time. I have a more pressing matter to attend.
As you wish.
How many of us will make the journey to America?
Lord Barrett, Lord Darwin, and myself.
I've heard many great things about the Agamemnon, Lord Hastings.
She is the finest the United India Company has ever built. I can promise you a pleasant and speedy journey across the Atlantic.
Can we expect your presence at the launch? Sir Lucan.
Would be my honor to see you off on your maiden voyage, my lords.
Sir Lucan, if I may.
If you'd permit me, my lords.
Of course, Sir Percival. Alistair, you know as well as I do that Whitechapel is the key to these disturbances, to everything.
My opinion is immaterial. The council has spoken.
Few dared countermand your father's express wishes.
Need I remind you that we all serve at the Lord Chancellor's pleasure?
You are the Knight Commander! Make him see reason.
You think an incursion into a rebel stronghold is reasonable?
I consider it an acceptable risk.
One for which you'd be willing to accept full responsibility should unforeseen circumstances arise.
Let what befalls be upon my head, no one else's.
Whitechapel remains off limits. That is officially.
You have my thanks, Sir Lucan.
Of your thanks I have no need. Bring me results.
As the Knight Commander wishes.
Well,
We're going in.
Most excellent.
when do we move?
You're not talking about Whitechapel. But my
Your
fa-
brother Sort fit to permit us a reconnaissance. Secure the necessary materials. Isabeau, a word.
Tell me, monsieur, about the Lord Chancellor.
What is it, Marquis?
Sir Lucan and Lady Igraine were adopted by him, yes?
Yes, they were.
Why would he bring them into such struggle?
Perhaps he wanted to regain a semblance of the humanity he lost. When time came to join the Order, the choice was theirs to make.
Regardless, I would not wish this life on my children.
Marquis, we need to hurry.
Oui, mon général. Avec plaisir. Monsieur.
Friend Mallory has always been something of a rogue operative.
I've never known a better man.
Still, I shall rely on you to be call it a sobering influence.
Sebastian and I have long been partners. I trust him with my life.
A little restraint would not be ill-advised. Do look after my sister, won't you?
No man in the realm can keep Isabeau from danger when she's of a mind.
You say true. What's a brother to do, eh? Good luck and Godspeed.
Always at your service, Sir Gallant. This way, please.
Ah, Tesla. Just the man. What new developments do you have to show me?
Quite a few intriguing things, if I may say so. Any further news of the trouble in Grosvenor Square?
Police are investigating. And investigating.
Guy in the hat's
Like
breaking
on the
proper
United India
elevator
Company's front
etiquette.
doorstep. What do you make of it?
Everybody knows when you get in an elevator, you push the button of your floor and you just look forward and pretend no one else is there.
We're going to allow it because it's Nikola Tesla.
Permit me to oversee a few of my new experiments. In the meanwhile, take a look around. Play with whatever strikes your fancy. But do be careful.
Alright, I'm going to call it here. Subscribe and like.